I'm still working on this live thing on YouTube. I think they're blocking it. But, I'll work it out like I do everything. Um, I just want to get on here and tell you things that are going on in my life. Um, you know, the usual. Um, the usual harassment. Um, started my job yesterday. I'm training. There's a lot to learn. Um, I still have a lot to do around in my home. My basement is still flooded. The washing machine that someone gave me, I still don't know if it works until I hook it up, which I have to do myself because I have nobody. So I'm going to try and do that later. Um, my life is a total mess right now. Total mess. I applied at social services for back rent. I still don't know if I'm approved. Um, it's ridiculous. Everything. Um, I give two shits about looks, buddy. I've been doing my makeup since I was 14. It's a daily thing for me. Uh, I ended up renting my bedroom out to a perp. I've given her notice. Uh, she's got till the first week of September to get out of here. Um, I find it very interesting that she's the same height as me, same hair color, and she shaved her head from the nape of her neck up to here, which is exactly how they cut my hair with scissors. Okay, could be something, could be nothing, but I'm going to mention it. Okay, these people could be attempting to take over our identities while we disappear. Okay, I'm going to mention it. Could be something, could be nothing. Um, I'm still going to mention it though. I've got a bad feeling about her, and I want her out of here yesterday. So, um, if she's not out by the appointed time, I will be breaking down the bedroom door, and her things will be going on the porch. She knows that. She's just ignoring my text messages because she doesn't want to deal with the situation at hand, and that's not my problem. So that's what narcissists do. When you figure out who they are, they avoid you. They don't like that you got them figured out. True story. Once you figure out a narcissist, they'll avoid you because they know that you know their number. They know you got their number. You know, the usual. I ordered a lipstick on Temu. They sent me the wrong color. I ordered boat socks on Temu because they keep fucking with my isotoner ballet slippers, which I can't afford because they're $20 a piece. They sent me the wrong kind. You know, shit like that. Driving by my house all hours of the day, doing burnouts and making noise out there. They're not doing it right now. They're either on a shift change or somebody's sitting out there that they don't want them to see. That's the only reason it's not happening right this moment. Otherwise, it's constant. It's every 15 to 20 to 30 seconds. And I'm not even exaggerating. I've timed it. Right. They're either on a shift change right now, or there's somebody out there watching that they don't want them to see what's going on. That's what's up. It'll be going on later. And she'll be slamming later next door. Like always. Same thing every day. Same thing every day. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like fucking Groundhog Day. I'm sure most of you know that they killed one of my cats last week. They are starting to fuck with the other cats as well. All I can do is pray for their safety and mine. That's all that I can do. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. I have nobody in my life because they took care of that. They got rid of all my relationships and all my friends and all my family members, and that's what they do to us. They isolate us. So I have a ton of shit to do around here that only a handyman could really do, but I'm going to have to figure out how to do it myself because I don't have anybody. And I have no money to pay anybody. So it's just nonstop and exhausting, and your whole life is caught up with hang on, I'm removing somebody from my page. It's just a very sad life when you're a target. Your whole life is you're in a constant state of fixing your life from something that you didn't do. That's what it's all about. You're in a constant state of trying to fix your life from what others have done to it. It's very sad. It's heartbreaking to me that there's even people that even exist like this in this world that do things like that. It's very sad. Again, I consider it a blessing because if this is what God needed to do to me to get my attention and to draw me closer to Him, amen. But it's still exhausting nonetheless. You don't have a moment of peace in your life. Not a moment. You've got all these people thinking things about you that aren't true. You've got all these people that wrote you off over stupid shit. And it's like, I have got like the kindest, purest, loving heart you'll ever meet. And I don't deserve to be living the kind of life I'm living. I really don't. I really don't. Even when I went to social services for my second interview, third application, second interview, brought the paperwork with me. They almost didn't take it. I had my landlord statement and proof of employment, and they almost didn't take it. Again. Like they already knew they're going to deny me. Again. Okay. These people give themselves away by the way they act. We'll see. We'll see if I get approved. Okay. We'll see if they pay for June and July. They said that they would pay for June and July, but I would have to pay them back like $200 a month, which is not going to be an issue with the job I have now. But I could just tell that they were involved. And it's always the same two women that I deal with when I go there. So they're definitely involved in this targeting situation with people. So if I don't get approved, I am going to appeal that, and there's going to be a problem because I produced everything that they wanted, and they almost didn't even look at it. You know, pretty much giving themselves away. That they already are planning on denying me. So, and then she started trying to get me into an argumentative mode, saying that I threw a piece of paper at her. I better get approved for that. There's no reason for them to not approve me. They wanted copies of my PayPal and my Cash App accounts because I've been having people help me financially to get me through. And I think they're going to try and use that against me. But we'll see what happens. I'm not moving out of this apartment. So, not fucking happening. So anyhow, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. They really want me out of this apartment, and I'm not leaving, so. It's not happening. I'm not moving. Anywhere I move, same shit's gonna happen right there, too. Doesn't matter. I've been through this so many times. Why should I? You fucking leave. Not for anything. Even if you are able to get me the fuck out of here, I'm still gonna direct the proper authorities to this neighborhood because there's crime going on around here, not just me. I'm not the only victim in this neighborhood. There's crime going on in this neighborhood. Okay. They want me out of here. Okay. But removing me is not going to remove me exposing them. So they're just making a serious mistake. And every time they go by my house and do burnouts and make noise with their vehicles, they're making a huge mistake. They're drawing attention to themselves. You can tell what the difference between normal traffic and what is humiliation traffic. Right? I'm happy that they're doing that out there in front of my house. They're proving me right. I can't prove anybody that I'm right about what they're doing inside my house, but I can prove what they're doing outside my house very easily. All you have to do is park out there and watch. Get a tree stand. I don't give a shit. Watch. You'll see it. You'll see it. Clear as day. Right? 6 years. 6 years it's been going on. Right? They ain't gonna stop. And they ain't gonna leave on their own. And I'm not fucking moving out of here. Nice try though. You definitely get an A for effort. Okay, I'm not moving. Actually, I'm gonna paint. I'm planning on ripping up carpet. And I'm gonna make this place even nicer than it already is. And I'm staying right the fuck where I am. And it really doesn't matter if he raises the rent because I got a good job now. I'm not moving anywhere. And the faster these assholes get that through their stupid fucking childish motherfucking idiot heads, the better off everyone's going to be. I'm not going to be harassed out of my apartment. I'm used to your slamming of your door. I think you're a fool. I think you're a joke. Any adult that would stand there and intentionally slam their door to annoy their neighbor is a fucking joke. I don't care if you're getting paid for it. I don't care if you're getting free rent for it. You're a joke. Okay, and that's how I view you. Okay. You're a joke. Every fucking motorcycle, every fucking car, every truck that does something in front of my house, you're a joke. The cops that turn their sirens on right in front of my house and then turn them off, they're a joke. Everybody involved in this is a fucking joke. Okay. It's a bunch of losers going after people that would have been winners to make losers out of them. They fuck up your entire life, and then they want all of your friends and family to believe that you did it to yourself. It's very effective. That bitch upstairs is leaving. I want her out now. Honestly. She's leaving. I've got a bad feeling about her. And I've seen her true colors more than once, and they're not pretty. So she's gone. I will feel 5 million times better once she's out of here. My air conditioner is still broken, my central air, over a week now. The landlord keeps giving me excuses as to why it's not fixed yet. And yep. My life is a fucking mess. I need a handyman. That's what I need. I need a fucking handyman. But I'm gonna have to do it all by myself. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and I'm gonna have to try and hook up that washing machine. Hope that it works, because my old one, they broke. And I can't afford to fix that. Okay. And I have a shit ton of blankets down there from when my cat was still living and peeing on them. Okay. So I have a shit ton of blankets. Every blanket I own in the house is on the basement floor. Like 50 blankets. I'm not joking. 50 blankets downstairs and a big wet pile from the washing machine and from the pee. I have to go down there and I have to wash them out. And then I have to organize my basement again, because every time I organize my basement, they unorganize it on me. They throw things all over. Bins, this, that, and then I gotta fix it again. It happens over and over again. These people do not want you living in an organized environment. They want you living in a chaotic environment. Narcissists do not like organization or silence. They like noise and chaos and shit all over the place. Okay. It's easier for them to target you when you're not organized and tidy, which I am a tidy, organized person by nature, but they come in here and they fuck up my house all the time. But I'm not leaving. They're not going to win. I'm not going to let them. Okay. These are the cards I was dealt, and it doesn't matter where I live. They're going to fucking do it anyway. It doesn't matter where I live. So why should I go through the bother trouble of moving? Why should I? It's just gonna follow me. NETI knows that. Okay. Been through this rodeo a million times. I'm not leaving. I was in moving mode for 3 years, thinking I might be moving to Michigan. All my shit was in boxes in the basement. I finally opened my boxes and put things out, and that's when they do it. When you get all your stuff organized and you get everything just the way you want it, that's when it's time for them to make you get kicked out of where you're living. It's the same scenario every fucking time. Same thing happened to me on East Main Street here in Rochester. As soon as I got the place all nice and pretty, because we weren't going nowhere, because he wasn't really even in love with me. He was a honeypot. He knew I didn't want to live there. He didn't care what I wanted. As soon as I realized we weren't going anywhere, I painted, I made everything nice, and then it was time to get kicked out. Same thing happened at 2, 3 other apartments. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to do it. I'm staying right here. She's leaving, and I'm staying here. So, I just wanted to mention that it's possible that these people try to take over your identity while you disappear. Because she's built like me, she's the same height as me, has the same hair color as me, has the same haircut as me, and I didn't cut my hair. She did. She did that on purpose. I didn't. Right. I wanted to mention that she could be dangerous. Okay. If she does even one more thing that I don't like, I'll be breaking that door down, and her cat will be going outside. And while she's chasing her cat around Greece, I'll be putting her things out on the porch. So if she thinks I can't break that door down with that lock on it, she got another thing coming. Right. I don't care if I have to break it into 5 pieces to get it down. I'll get it down. All right. Rochester, New York. In a town called Greece. I had better get approved for social services, and she had better move out by the appointed day, or there's going to be problems in both areas. I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with it. I wouldn't move to America if I were you. America's about to go down, the streets are about to become martial law over here. America's not what you think it is, buddy. I know that's bad in the UK too, but it's just as bad here. You ain't running from shit. You ain't running from anything. You can't run away from this. It's in every country. And I want to move to Italy, and if a miracle ever occurs and money falls into my lap to be able to do that, it's going to follow me there too. I already know that. I will have perps in place before I even get there. Hang on, I have to delete a couple messages from perps. There we go. So you're saying you guys have guns, or you don't have guns? What are you saying? You guys don't have guns. That's why everyone's stabbing each other with knives over there. I saw something on Netflix. I saw a series on Netflix about live video footage of the UK, and it wasn't good what I saw. You guys have a lot of violence over there. I forgot the name of the show that it was called. Uh, they're gonna go after everybody's guns in America too. They're not gonna get them all, but they're gonna try. What's Top Boy mean? If anybody says anything on here and I know that you're a perp, I'm just going to delete your message. Okay, I'll check it out and see if that's what it's called. I don't really watch Netflix anymore. I don't even have it anymore. But when I was, there was one on there. A lot of violence over there. They could be using a lot of MK Ultra on them over there to get them to act that way. They do know how to control the masses with this technology, their moods and behaviors. They did it in Seattle, Washington one day. They made an entire neighborhood in a bad mood, the whole block, testing it out. So, I wouldn't recommend coming to America. Hi, David. They left the border open. When Trump left office the first time, there was only a mile left of border to put up. Since then, and he was not able to finish it, they've been letting a whole bunch of criminals out of prisons in Mexico and surrounding areas, and they're all coming into America. They're being bused to where they want to live, waiting to be told to start riots, which is how they're going to implement martial law. Okay, so trust me, you don't want to come to America. Okay, America is being designed to fall intentionally. Okay. It's being done by design. Right now, America is the world's superpower, but I don't think it's going to stay that way for very long. America's being destroyed by design. And they can't implement martial law without an excuse, and that's going to take riots and stuff like that. I've already got drones flying by my house every night. No, I am not racist at all, but I do find it interesting that they're letting out serious criminals out of prisons over there so they can walk over our border into our country. Well, I'm not going to be on here very long. I'm not even sure if anybody but perps are even seeing this. So, all of my communications are hacked. My phone, my Wi-Fi, everything is hacked. I've had other TIs tell me that they couldn't even see my live stream, and they know my channel. So, I'm not going to waste too much time on here doing that. I'll come back later. I do have some things I gotta do. I am going to try to upload this to my Facebook channel, but they got control of that too. So, no, I'm not paranoid. Paranoid is when you don't know what's going on. Right. Right. Paranoid is when you think something's going on and it's not. Right. That's not my situation. My shit is definitely going on. um, and obviously you're not a TI or you wouldn't have said that. Okay, so I'm gonna end this. I'm just gonna end this shit right now. All right.